What if I told you that right now, in this exact moment, you're vibrating your entire reality into existence, and you have no idea you're doing it? The mystic who cracked this code said the answer is hidden in 2 words you say every single day. Picture this. You wake up tomorrow, look in the mirror, and think, I am tired. I am broke. I am stuck. Neville Goddard, the 20th century mystic who taught this to everyone from metaphysical seekers to corporate executives, would stop you right there. Because in that moment, those 3 seconds in front of your mirror, you just collapsed infinite possibility into a single frequency. You didn't describe yourself, you programmed yourself. So let's break down what Goddard actually discovered. When you say, I am, you're not using language, you're using the name of God. I know that sounds insane, but stay with me. Goddard said, your awareness, this sense of I exist, I am here, is literally the same force that religious texts call Jehovah, Christ, the Creator. Not metaphorically, literally. Think of it like this. God isn't some bearded man in the sky. God is the field of awareness itself. And you're not separate from it. You're a localized point where that infinite awareness is experiencing itself. When you say, I am, you're acknowledging the unconditioned creative force. The moment you add anything after it, I am poor, I am sick, I am alone, you're conditioning that infinite power into a specific form. And here's where it gets wild. Goddard said everything in existence, your body, gold, wood, the chair you're sitting on, is made of the same substance, consciousness, the only difference, vibration. He called it liquid light, and every single thing is just that light vibrating at different velocities. A rock vibrates slowly, your thoughts vibrate faster, joy vibrates differently than fear. But here's the key that changes everything. You don't manifest with your thoughts. You manifest with your feelings. When you feel something deeply, when you assume a state as true, you create a vibrational pattern. And that pattern, it has to manifest. Goddard called this the Law of Reversibility. If getting $1 million makes you feel abundant and free, then feeling abundant and free must attract the $1 million. The feeling comes first. The thing comes second. Every conversation you have with yourself, every I am statement causes your consciousness to vibrate. That vibration transmits outward like a radio signal, awakening the corresponding physical circumstances. You're not attracting things to you. You're vibrating as the thing until reality rearranges itself to match. Okay, so how do you actually use this? Goddard gave us a deceptively simple formula. 1. Identify what you want. 2. Assume the feeling of already having it. And 3. Persist in that assumption until it hardens into fact. Let's say you want financial freedom. Don't imagine getting the money. That keeps you in the vibration of not having it. Instead, imagine from the end. What would you feel if you checked your bank account right now and saw 7 figures? Not excitement, not shock, just relief, security, calm, power. That's the vibration you need to live in, not once in a while, constantly. Walk around your house in that feeling. Make dinner in that feeling. Fall asleep in that feeling. Goddard said when you do this, you impress the subconscious. You literally impress the new vibration into your consciousness, like pressing a seal into wax. And here's the part that makes this unstoppable. Once impressed, your subconscious takes over. It directs every thought, every action, every coincidence toward manifesting that state. You don't have to figure out the how. The Father, consciousness itself, has ways your logical mind cannot comprehend. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this is woo-woo nonsense. But Goddard taught this in the 1940s and 50s to thousands of people. His students included everyone from struggling artists who became Hollywood stars to businessmen who built empires. And modern quantum physics, it's basically catching up. The observer effect shows that consciousness literally changes physical matter just by observing it. You're not manifesting despite physics. You're manifesting because of it. The question isn't whether this works. The question is, what vibration are you transmitting right now? So let's go back to that mirror. Tomorrow morning, when you look at yourself, you have a choice. You can say, I am tired, I am broke, I am stuck. Or you can say, I am. Full stop. Feel the power of that unconditioned awareness. Then, from that place of infinite possibility, assume the state you desire, not as affirmations, as facts. Feel it as true. Persist in that feeling. Let the vibration do the rest. If this clicked for you, here's your next step. Tonight, before you fall asleep, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Live in that vibration for just 5 minutes. Goddard said the moment before sleep is when your subconscious is most receptive. Try it for 7 days and watch what happens. Drop a comment with the one I am statement you're claiming right now. Let's vibrate this together. And if you want a deep dive into Goddard's specific techniques, I've got a whole series linked here. Remember, you're not trying to become someone. You're vibrating as who you already are. I am. Now go prove it.